bad guy to follow. Sucks for you.
Well, you cut me. Well, first off, howdy. How are we doing today? You cut me. I was waiting, D'Amico, and then you just walked out and you hopped in. You took away from my rehab time, and now I don't have time to do anything.
Friction on the night.
I already got to go to bed.
He's a team captain.
See me in my office after this.
I'll be there.
Full-fledged friction on the night. Good job, Mike. We got a rehab.
Ruined my whole day. Oh, it's body maintenance. Yeah, body maintenance. Prehab, rehab, whatever it is. Just got to keep the body fresh. How are we doing today, guys?
How are you?
Oh, there's only a couple of you guys. It's crazy. And all my PR people left me, so I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, just unload right now. Yeah. What's been on your mind, George?
No, I'm okay. You guys ask me a question, though, please.
George, Jimmy yesterday was talking about how he has, as a captain, kind of taken on himself and you guys to make sure that there's not a sense of kind of, here we go again when it comes to the injury stuff after what happened on Sunday. Do you feel that too? Is that something that you felt like you've had to maybe intervene on a little bit this week too?
Oh, a little bit. I think it was something that we experienced as a team last year, right? And I think that last year maybe it was a little bit more to the extent that we just had so many guys out at once, especially like after week 2. So guys are like, hey, like we're not going to go down that road again. Guys have been very adamant on their prehab, their body maintenance stuff. I think guys are on top of all their injuries or whatever we're dealing with right now. And I think we have a very healthy team right now. We have a very confident team, and the 2 injuries that we did have are absolutely brutal, and they're 2 of our best players on the team. But I think we have a lot of guys that can step up and make those plays.
You guys won that week 3 game last year pretty handily against the Giants. Do you draw on that to kind of go back to just the way that you focused and prepared for that game as template for this one?
Oh, yes and no. I think it's 2 very different games. I mean, I think a big thing of last year during that was we were still playing on the same field, and guys were nervous about that. But, we're playing a very good Eagles team with a very, very, very good defensive line, linebackers, secondary. They have guys that can rush the passer, and we got to get the ball out quick. And, we know that if we're not on top of our game, they're going to put up points and hold us to, almost nothing like they did to Atlanta last week. And we don't want to be on that receiving end of that. So, we're out here, we're focused, we're grinding. It's been hot, muggy, and humid, and it's been awesome. I think it's really good for us because I know Philly's going to be hot, humid, and they're going to say some mean things to us once in a while from that crowd, and I can't wait for it. But yeah, no, we're out here, we're focused and ready to go.
George, on the last game, did you, I know the answer to this, did you enjoy the block where you took out 2 guys, I think, on Mitchell's run, more than the Falcon punch?
Ooh. Yeah, I was pretty hyped. If you see the film, I was running down the field pretty fast. I had to get oxygen after that one. I don't know why more guys don't use the oxygen tank. I use it all the time. It really helps. But, that was a really fun play for me. Charlie gave me a really great chip. Guy tried to swim move me, jumped off his feet, and it's basically WWE out there. It was wonderful.
You spent a lot of time with Dallas Goedert and Ertz at TU this summer. Is there anything that you can take from what you've learned from them and have you heard it to Fred Warner in defending them at all? Is that
You know what? I learned a lot of things at tight end U. It wasn't really didn't really share a whole bunch of secrets. It wasn't the kind of the thing that we did. But, guys gave just tips on routes and stuff that they did. Tried to get Ertz to present. He had to leave a little bit early. But one thing I did learn from Ertz is just, his routes, the way he runs them are different than anyone in the league. He has those rounded cuts. And I think, it's something that we've seen a couple times. We've played him. This will be 3rd time we've played him in my career. And so I think we've seen a lot of that. I think Dallas is more like me and TJ. Hawkinson, I think, a little bit more breaks down in his cuts and stuff like that. And, the good news is, our defense gets to go against really good tight ends every single day in our room, and he got to go against Hawkinson last week. So I think our defense should be prepared to go up against 2 very elite tight ends.
This is a pretty obvious question, but I think I know the answer too. But how much different is it to be here for a week, compared to the last time you took a long trip and were in Arizona for a month? How much nicer is that?
Well, the fact that we know that we're only going to be here for, 7 days or 6 days, however long we're here, is awesome because when we were in Arizona, we're like, we're going to be here for 2 weeks or 4 weeks or the whole season. Yeah, it is what it is. And it's been wonderful. The Greenbrier has been absolutely awesome to us. They're incredibly friendly, fantastic food. But just knowing that I get to go home on Sunday night is going to be awesome.
You mentioned
a couple more, please.
You mentioned Charlie on that touchdown run. How much better is he now than he was last year with the disrupted off season and having a full off season this year?
I mean, Charlie hit the ground running. He really did. There were plenty of glimpses of him last year, and I've had a lot of belief in Charlie since we got him, just like seeing him move. And I get 1 touchdown catch in college, and like he didn't have a lot of catches in general, and so like not a lot of hype in his receiving game. But when you see him, running routes and stuff, he's a fast, explosive guy. He gets out of his stance, and he reminds me of myself when I get out of stance. He's explosive. He like drives off, kind of like an airplane taking off, starts low to high. He just does that naturally. And he's just figuring it out, but like he gets better every single week, gets better every single day, and that's all you can ask of him. And I like that, we're giving him a little bit more responsibilities. You saw him out there a bunch last week, and I hope we see him out there again this week. And he's just going to continue to get better, and he's going to be quite the weapon that we can use.
George, as you know, fifth-round picks can be pretty good.
Decent, yes.
Yeah, fair. So Lenore, fifth-round guy, it looks like he belongs. Time will tell. But just from your observations throughout training camp or whatever, what's allowed him to make this transition surprisingly well?
I think he's been very humble, and I think he's been able to look himself in the mirror, because I think, I got him on a route in the end zone in the stadium. I think he's had a couple tough practices, but the next day he comes back and he just gets better. And he's just consistently gotten better every single day. And he's not a guy that is on social media. I mean, other than that one time I think in rookie minicamp. But no, I think he's really he's been very focused this whole training camp. And one thing I've learned is, and one thing I did as a rookie too, the less you talk, the more you listen, the more you learn, and the quicker you can go forward. And I think that. I honestly haven't heard a single thing that he said. All I've seen is what shows up on tape, and that's really all that matters in the NFL, because your resume is what you put on tape. And he's just gotten better and better every single day, and I think he's getting confidence. And once you have confidence, you can play at a high level. So I'm excited to see him keep playing. Thank you, guys. Where are you guys?
Hey, faithful, don't forget to click here and subscribe.